Well, good afternoon. This is Betty Meredith, President of Retirement Resource Center, a retirement education and training company for financial professionals, their clients, and consumers. And I'm happy to be your host today for Serving Those Who Served Military and Veteran Retirement Planning for Advisors. A growing share of our clients are military service members, veterans, and their families who retire with a benefits package unlike anything in the civilian world. And these benefits don't behave like their civilian counterparts. A military pension isn't a 401k, VA disability isn't taxable, TRICARE for Life isn't Medigap, and the survivor benefit plan isn't life insurance. And most advisors have never been trained to navigate these. Applying civilian intuition can lead to costly, often irreversible mistakes. A mistimed Medicare Part B enrollment, a survivor benefit plan election made without understanding it, or tax projections that ignore tax-free VA income that can put clients' retirement security at risk and expose advisors professionally. Dr. Chet Bennets is a financial planning educator, researcher, and U.S. Marine Corps combat veteran who served in Fallujah before moving into financial services and later academia. He is the Associate Provost and Department Chair for the American College of Financial Services, where he holds the Larry Pike Chair Insurance and Investments Chair for Insurance and Investments and oversees faculty, curriculum, and research. He earned his PhD in personal financial planning from Kansas State, and his award-winning work spans financial well-being, behavioral finance, and the role of AI in financial advice. Having lived the military to civilian transition himself, Chet brings both academic rigor and firsthand experience in helping advisors better serve the service members, veterans, and military families in their practices. So, Chet, thanks for being here with us today, and I'll now turn it over to you.
Betty, thank you so much. And thank you all for being here or viewing this. Like Betty said, this is not an ethereal exercise for me. It's not abstract. Having made some of these transitions myself, being service member to veteran, and watching that from the lens as a financial planner, a financial advisor, both on the civilian side, but then on the DoD side, it's definitely not abstract. Living both sides of it, it's something I'm kind of passionate about, as you're going to see. So over the next 50 minutes, my goal is really simple. It's not to turn you into a benefits expert, but it's to give you enough fluency that when a service member, a veteran, or military spouse is sitting across from you, that you know what to look for, what to ask, and where there might be some landmines. So let's just dive right in. Here's the core problem. Military and veteran households are certainly a large and financially distinctive segment of our population and represent, depending on the resource that you're looking at or AI or Google search, anywhere from about 11 to 13% of the population. And oftentimes they're misadvised. It's not because advisors are careless, but it's because these benefits are somewhat counterintuitive, very complex, with a lot of the biggest decisions surrounding them being irreversible. And almost none of us in the advisor space are formally trained on them. So we'll look at the 4 examples on the right first. And as was mentioned in the description, a military pension, it's not a 401k. It's a defined benefit with a hard vesting cliff. VA disability income, not taxable. It doesn't show up on the return. TRICARE for Life, it's not Medigap. And treating it like Medigap actually can lead to some expensive mistakes. And then lastly, as was mentioned, the survivor benefit plan. It's not life insurance, even though it gets compared to that constantly. The kind of the through line is this. Again, the civilian intuition that we have can sometimes actively mislead us with how we work with this population. Every instinct that we've built serving our civilian clients can kind of point us in some of the wrong directions with our military and veteran clientele. And also kind of parallel to that is some of the federal employees that oftentimes were military and veterans. So the rest of this hour, though, we're going to focus on kind of honing that intuition, not necessarily replacing it, but honing that intuition with a few reliable reference points when it comes to working with the military and veteran client. So I want to set some expectations because this is definitely a deep field and we only have 50 minutes. So you don't need to become a benefits counselor on this. Again, you really need to have enough fluency to do 4 things and do them well. First, spotting. Recognizing when a client's military service can potentially and oftentimes materially change the plan that you've been working on. Second, ask, right? We don't know the answers to the questions we never ask. So surfacing the issues with a handful of really good intake questions that I'm going to share along the way. Third, avoid. We really need to steer clients clear of some of the one-way door mistakes, the irreversible ones that are really embedded throughout the decision hierarchy for a service member that's in transition. And then fourth, refer. We already know what this looks like. We are not, most of us, we're not practicing attorneys. We're not practicing CPAs. So we have a referral network. This is another avenue that partnering with that referral network, we need to know exactly where our lane ends and where an accredited veteran service officer's begins. So if you leave today able to do those four things, you'll be serving these clients better than the large majority of advisors that they will ever meet. So quickly, just to kind of cover what we're going to go over here in the next 50 minutes or so. These are our formal learning objectives for it. First, we're going to discuss and distinguish the three military retirement systems and figure out which one applies to a specific client. Second, we're going to explain how VA disability and then the two concurrent receipt programs, CRDP and CRSC, interact with each other and the taxable retirement pay. Third, we're going to evaluate the Survivor Benefit Plan, SBP, as an inflation-protected annuity against the buy term and invest the alternative solution that is often used. And fourth, we're really going to kind of integrate TRICARE for Life with the Medicare decision and what kind of goes into that whole decision hierarchy. Lastly, I'm going to close and really give you kind of a structured intake protocol with some clear referral triggers that you're going to want to be aware of. So these certainly map across the four CFP board topic areas. So it's certainly a solid continuing education.